Okay guys, this is my spooky improv story from the random word Banish. Thank you. Once upon a time, there was a little boy called Terry. Terry lived in a small village of a very small amount of people, and they had certain rules that they were supposed to live by. And because Terry was a kid, and he was a silly kid, he liked to play pranks on people, he messed up the rules, he was a silly boy. He didn't follow the rules, and he unfortunately got banished. Yeah, I know. So his mom was crying on the ground like, Terry, no, how could you do this? You got yourself banished, you stupid, stupid fucking idiot. Terry was like, whoa, goddamn, calm down, mum. I'll leave, Jesus. So Terry packed his bags with the time they gave him. He got his little crocodile plushie, his toothbrush, his suitcase, his Fortnite expansion pack cards. I don't fucking know what kids have. And he left. He went through the big iron gates and left. The iron gates shut behind him with a big slam. So Terry was banished, and he was all by himself. So Terry started to make his way across the deserted land because his village was in the middle of a barren desert. And with Terry being banished, he had to find his own way. He didn't have anyone to help him or anything, it was just a banished, lost kid. Terry made his way along the dunes of the sand. He was very scared. He saw snakes, but he battered them with his crocodile plush. He saw not cockroaches? What is in the desert? He saw beetles, maybe? Beetles. He saw scarab beetles. Ooh, he saw scarab beetles. And he saw, what's it fucking called? I can't remember. He saw some sand wildlife. And then all of a sudden, he felt a rumble from under the sand. Terry was really confused. He was like, why is a banished kid going through all this? What's going on? And then suddenly, the sand opened up and revealed a large gaping mouth with a big long set of teeth. Terry screamed and bolted in the opposite direction. Suddenly, the giant mouth disappeared underneath the sand once more, and rumble, the flowers vibrate. That's the best I can do. It was vibrating and moving towards Terry. You could see the sand move up and down and up and down as the worm was travelling through the sand to get towards Terry. The sand monster seemed to react to movement. Once Terry realised this, he suddenly froze on the spot, doing a cactus shape, like a cactuar from Final Fantasy XIV. The rumbling stopped all of a sudden, and the worm seemed to be processing what was going on. He was very confused, poor thing. Terry slowly started to move forward, but even the tiniest bit of movement triggered the worm, and it started moving towards Terry even faster now. Terry ran and ran and ran, and then he saw a big rock the size of the... Whoa, I didn't do that. That was scary. Terry saw a big rock the size of the monster's mouth. Terry ran towards it. Maybe if I can get on that rock, the monster won't be able to get to me because it seems to only be able to move through sand. And how am I having this conversation to myself when I'm running out of breath and running and I'm running and I'm so out of breath. And he got to the rock and he caught his breath, and the sandworm like stopped in front of the rock that Terry was stood on. And for a moment, it just stayed there. Then, it made a U-turn and went in the opposite direction. Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought I was gonna. This morning I got banished, and then I saw these snakes and beetles, and I'm getting chased by a giant sandworm. How could all this happen to a banished kid? And then suddenly, the rock opened up and split into several subsegments to create long, jagged teeth. And with Terry being stood directly on the rock, he fell down, down, and down into the mouth of an even larger sand monster. Gulp. Munch, 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 munch. And Terry was never seen ever again. Whoa! And you want to know how I know that that was a true story? Because I am from the village where Terry is from. And I was witness to him breaking one of the rules. The rule that I set, which was fucking coasters, bro. That's not what the rule was, but it was use coasters for your drinks. And Terry never used a coaster, and he got fucking water rings on all my wood tables, the motherfucker. Right. That was my improv story, Banish. Thank you guys very much. Yeah. Woo! Hug.